is my go-to sugary beverage or replacement?
If someone puts it in front of you, like what are you not going to be able to resist?
A sugary beverage that I cannot resist. I mean, I guess chocolate milk.
I was going to say chocolate milk too. Yes. Now, I want to talk about the first thing that I did to replace sugar in anything. So I like the occasional margarita every now and then,
hmm
especially when it's warm. Salt on the rim, because a margarita is a pretty sweet drink. So at first we were making it with soda, and I was getting pretty bad after effects.
Okay.
So I replaced the soda with lime juice and sparkling water. We did a LaCroix, and it basically, after like, I don't know, we'll say 10 drinks, however long it took me to drink that, basically tastes the same.
Okay. I like it.
Right.
That's
So now, like, I'm already drinking alcohol, so I don't want it to be a complete loss. So instead of having an extra 20 or 30 grams of sugar on top, now we're just hydrating on top
yeah.
instead.
That's better. That's better than me because my alcoholic drink of choice is a rum and coke, and what I do to cut back on the calories is I just use diet soda.
Yeah.
So definitely cuts back on the calories,
hmm
but now we have to ask what else is going in.
Right. So yeah, my one of my favorite drinks too is a gin and tonic. And the first couple of times I had it, it was with 0 calorie or diet, whatever you'd call that water. What is it called? Tonic water.
Mm.
So that tastes weird once I went back to sugar. But what I will say is that I would much rather everybody drink diet soda instead of regular soda, right? We're talking a stepwise approach.
Yeah, I agree. I want to agree, but I'm just not sure of the effects of everything that's in diet soda. Like, so what I do, I don't drink a ton of soda,
Mhm.
but on the weekend, if I want a soda, I'll just get a diet soda. You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
like one of those a week, not a big deal. But
correct.
you're the type of person that drinks soda every day, like 1 or 2 bottles a day, and you replace that with diet soda. I honestly don't know what the long-term health effects of that are, you know?
Yep. So most of the people in my imagination that are trying to reduce their sugary beverages is for weight management.
For sure. Yeah, it definitely helped with that part.
So we're talking like the first step in the journey, and some diet soda tastes terrible.
Yeah, I've gotten used to it
So
though.
yeah, you're used to it tasting terrible. That's
Yeah.
fine. So that first step, going from regular to diet, is gonna go a long way.
Definitely.
Now, I would say that's not solving the root of the problem,
Right.
but I'm cool with that. We have nutrition clients who, that makes them happy. Or you go from one soda or two sodas a day to one diet and one regular. So
Yep.
over the course of, 6 months, 2 years, X amount of time, we're gonna slowly resensitize you to actual like good flavor. So you're not just like bombarded with sugar.
Yeah.
So diet soda is my first step from regular soda.
Yeah.
Now, when we move back from there, this is the transition that gets hard, right? So I have a soda stream, and it's like one of my favorite things.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
love it. And I got it because I had way too many cans, and I looked like a frat house every day emptying my recycle bin because it was just cans of LaCroix. It's so
Yeah.
good.
I'm not a big fan of LaCroix.
What's your go-to?
So if somebody is like me and doesn't like a lot of those sparkling waters,
hmm
the one that I think is that tastes the best to me is the bubbly, which I think is Pepsi's brand
hmm
or Coke. It's one of their two brands. So it's called just bubbly. And that tastes the best to me. It's just sparkling water. There's no added anything or whatever, but flavors obviously, but
Yeah.
nothing outside of that. And that tastes the best to me, so I like them. There are a couple that I like. LaCroix is iffy. I'm iffy on that one. But you're right, though. This is the hard transition from diet soda to sparkling water.
It's not the same, and it's not as sweet.
No, no, not at all.
But Like, you know, that first time someone's like, hey, you want a shot? And you're like, yeah, I want a shot. And they take it and they're like, that's delicious. And then you take it and you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah, you want to die.
Yeah, why would you do that to me? This
Well,
is the transition.
yeah, but I do agree this is like a difficult transition that many people are not going to, that many people don't overcome.
Hmm.
But there's a step in between. You ready for this?
I'm ready.
It's not a type of drink, it's a one specific brand of the drink. And it's called Xevia.
Xevia, yes. Is that
Yes.
Sam's Club, right?
I don't know. I get them everywhere. I don't know if it's a Sam's Club brand. I thought it was its own brand, honestly. Um, but yeah, it's called Xevia. It's sweetened with obviously stevia.
Right, right.
But
So tell me if I'm wrong. They sweeten it with stevia, but it's sparkling water at its core. It's not soda. So the only
right.
additional ingredient is the stevia.
Yes, I believe so. And they have like all the different like soda flavors, like colas and Dr. Pepper, which they call Dr. Zevia, and like the
Very creative.
yeah, and the Mountain Dew type flavors. They have all those flavors, but it's just not sweetened with sugar or any like of the fake stuff. It's sweetened with stevia.
Mm-hmm.
So
And you can do that on your own too.
Yeah,
If you
can
have
do it on your own.
stevia.
Yep. But I'll get these things. I drink them all the time. I love them. So I think that's a great way to go.
Mm-hmm.
They don't taste exactly like soda. You can taste the difference for sure.
Yeah.
But it's still really tasty. It just tastes different. That's all. Slightly, but still really tasty.
Yeah, that's a good move. I mean, honestly, so I like a glass of whiskey or bourbon every now and then. And the only reason I got into it was because drinking soda makes me feel absolutely terrible.
Yep.
So you just like, you eat shit a little bit and it burns and you're like, this is good. But it's so much easier to drink 2 or 3 ounces. And then I have this big ass water bottle and like, that's my day. You know, I end up feeling a lot better than I would expect. So with my soda stream, I'll hit it with a ton of carbonation. I like a lot. So one of the tips that I picked up from college is to throw a pinch of salt in there because it helps you absorb the water better.
Okay.
So the electrolytes deal with water and hydration balance. So I throw a pinch in. Please don't throw too much. If you throw too much in and you drink it, it'll make you throw up. Or if you throw in like slightly too much, the water feels salty or like briny. Yeah. So just a pinch. And I have like a 28 ouncer or 24 ounce or whatever that big bottle is. And it's just 1 2-finger pinch and we're good to go.
Nice.
So that gives it a little bit of a different texture. So then I have a couple of things that I put in there. One, if you still like your sugary, fruity drinks, put in a shot glass full of raspberry juice. That's an hour, or raspberry, apple, cherry, grape, like it doesn't matter. And that's basically nothing compared to drinking 30 ounces of water.
Yeah.
You get that little texture, you get a little bit of color and flavor. So I do lime or lemon juice too by themselves, and those are great.
I like it.
Now the one that I just started and somebody got me into this one is apple cider vinegar with mother.
Oh, adding that into
the sparkling water.
Okay.
So some people drink shots of it because it's super good for your immune system. I don't know why. I just had the bottle. I mixed some and I just like took a swig of it. It was disgusting.
Yeah, I take a pill that has it in it.
That's a good idea because you don't have to swallow it and it feels all weird in your mouth. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I think with the right ratio of apple cider vinegar, it tastes like apple cider. And it's just water, a little salt, and some apple cider vinegar.
Nice. All right, we're coming up on the 30-second mark here. What do you got?
Coffee, tea. Measure your creamer, measure your sugar, and every other week, decrease it by a little bit until you're out, until you're at 0.
Yes, and I would just like to echo what you said earlier about desensitizing yourself to like the sugary taste. Mm-hmm. Try unsweet tea. It's actually really good.
Yeah, it does have caffeine in it.
It does have caffeine in it. but I don't even like sweet tea anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I much prefer the unsweet teas. You just got to get used to it.